Here are a couple of habits that make people instantly respect you. Now, I'm gonna make this very clear. Respect is not the only thing you want people to have for you, but initially, when you meet someone and it's the first time you're seeing them, the first thing they're gonna tell in their brain is, do I respect this guy or do I not respect this guy? And they're never gonna think it consciously, they're just gonna think it subconsciously. Because this is true, when you walk into a room and you wish to have a good image on people, you must have that level of, okay, I want them to respect me. Now, you can't just think that and use some manipulation tactic to make them respect you, but you can do things that make them feel like respecting you is a nice thing to do. You don't want to force that respect. You want them to want to respect you. So here are a couple things you can do. The first thing you can do is remember their name. In any language, the sweetest thing a person can hear is their own name. Because to them, that's their word. In any language, in any given language, the words don't belong to them. Someone else made those words. And sure, this name was not made by them, but it is who they are. So in any language, if you slot their name in and you just say it in conversation without overusing it or underusing it, it's like honey. It's so sweet. It's super easy to do. It's a very low cost to you, and it's of everything to gain for them. If you're talking to me and you met me and you just had a normal conversation like, hi, what's up? How's your day going? But you know who I was, then it's really like, it's nice, I'll talk to you. But if you say, hey Kaushi, hi, I missed you. How was your day? Now suddenly, everything in my brain wants to listen to you. Because you said my name. It brings my attention to you. Regardless of if I knew you or I liked you or anything. Maybe if I didn't know you, it'd be kind of like weird that you know my name. But if I knew you kinda and I knew that you know my name, I'll like it. If your name is this, imagine I just said imagine your name was Kaushi. Imagine I just said, hi, what's up, how's your day? You'd be like, okay, yeah, my day was great, whatever. If I said, hi Kaushi, how are you? How was your day? Now suddenly all your attention's on me and you like me because I remember your name. You cannot fake remembering a name. Now sure, I'm sure you know their name. You might know the person you want to try this on. You might know their name, but they don't know that you know their name. And sure, objectively speaking, they can think like, oh yeah, this guy knows me, he knows what my name is. But when you remind them subconsciously by telling them their name, they feel so good. I would feel great. You should use it more on me. Second thing is eye contact. The way I look at you right now, you like it, but you don't know it. It's all subconscious because I'm looking directly into the camera. Imagine, instead of looking at the camera, I looked here. I'm looking at myself, and you know I'm looking at myself. There is nothing that changed. I'm still talking to you, but this feels really uncomfortable because I'm not used to it. But I'm looking at myself. Now, most people, when they start talking on camera and they make YouTube videos, they look at themselves because they're very conscious about what they look like. It takes a little bit of habits to move my attention away from me and more to you. Now, the same thing happens when you're in person. When you look away, they might tolerate it, they might not care, but just like remembering their name, when you look at them in the eye, you are telling them that I see you. I'm focused on you. You don't have to stare at them, you don't have to make a big staring contest, but occasionally looking at them in the eye, especially when they're the ones talking, it just reminds them that I'm listening to you. This might seem like manipulation, but it really isn't. If you think about it, if I'm listening to you, then you would like to know that I am, right? I can't fake listening to you. So when you're talking, when you're telling me something, when you're explaining something to me, if I look at you directly in the eye, even occasionally, then you will like it a lot. Because again, it reminds you that I'm listening to you. Now I'll give you one final trick that I thought of myself, and many people have their own way of doing this, but especially if you're anything like me, this can really help. It's to have a jester-like personality. A jester is essentially a clown. Now, I'm not asking you to be a clown. Don't make a fool of yourself. But what I'm asking you is to have a very dynamic, versatile, very vibrant personality whenever you're talking to people. When you're texting them, when you're talking to them in person, when you're calling them on the phone, your voice and the way you act can show how charismatic you are. A lot of people think charisma is confidence, charisma is practice, charisma is being able to be in front of a room and move them. And that's true. In any given circumstance, you need to have a little bit of energy. What is energy? Energy is literally how you carry yourself, how you present yourself to people. It's having melody in your voice. So without explaining too much, I'll explain it to you with an example. Imagine I talk to you like this, and I just talk to you, I'm explaining to you the importance of charisma. I'm telling you that having a jester-like personality is very important, and then when I explain it to you, you can understand, and when you understand, you're going to use it, and I'm falling asleep and you're falling asleep. There is no melody in my voice. When you add melody, your voice becomes nice to listen to. It is the purely sole reason why music is nice to listen to, because music has melody. Music has different notes. It's not the same note repeated over and over, because that would become a headache. It's the same note repeated over and over, but in a certain frequency, in a certain pitch, in a certain tone, in a certain beats per minute. The same thing happens when you talk like a jester. You need to be able to be versatile with the amount of speed you use, amount of words you use, amount of emotion you use, because you need to make it so that you're nice for the other person to listen to. It takes a little bit of habit to do this, because I used to be a very monotone person. Growing up, I was versatile, and I was talking, I was happy, but many times I'd either be too childlike or too energetic, or not energetic at all. I didn't have control over how energetic I could be. But when you practice talking at different speeds, at different energy levels, and forcing energy out of you when you don't feel like talking in a very fast voice, you tend to create melody. This might be the first time you've seen me, this might be the 10th time or 100th time you've seen me, but you could probably imagine this guy has a really nice, he's able to move his voice a little bit. That just doesn't happen. You kind of have to practice it a lot. And the good thing about being a jester is that you can practice it wherever you want. You can practice it with yourself, recording a video, talking to your parents, talking to your friends. What these tips do is help people like listening to you. Like I said, this is habits that make someone instantly respect you. At the end of the day, you're not manipulating them. You're not trying to make them think you're something that you're not. At the end of the day, this is your instrument. Your body, your voice, your language that you speak is your instrument. All I'm helping you do is play it in a way where other people like to listen. Don't think that this is manipulation. Don't think that this is talking in a different way and you're faking it. If before you knew me, you just thought that this is how I was. You have no idea how I am really. Because there's no difference. This is literally my voice, and this is how I speak. And this is how you can talk too. And we can keep practicing and keep improving it. But these are 3 habits that can help people respect you. If you like this video, like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll make more of them. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.